Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Cyber Shadow on KwingsLetsPlays. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more Cyber Shadow arrives. And special shoutouts to all our members, including our ultimates. If you guys want to hop aboard the membership train, all you got to do is click right here, select the tier. That'll work best for you. So, today we're going to be diving back into Cyber Shadow. We finished Chapter 1 yesterday, so now it's time for Chapter 2. Good times.
Woohoo!
I'm excited.
And I think the little robot is going to get a new voice chip, but we'll see.
We shall see. So, disposal facility. Sounds fancy.
Sounds like a trash compactor.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, they could just call it that, but...
It sounds better this way.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah!
Ooh, I like the music.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's pretty good.
This reminds me of the NES days.
This is some nice chiptunes. Yeah, it is.
I know. I always would ask people like, what's that kind of music that has the boop beep? And people are like, oh, you mean like techno? And I was like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. And it took me a long time till I figured out, oh yeah, no, it's chiptune music I really like.
Chiptune, yep. And this is all new stuff too. So you can really hear that this dude was influenced by Vert. It has that Vert feel, but it's not Vert. This is Rising Star. I think this is his first game, actually.
The fact that I can sit here and head bob to like I don't know, chiptune music shows that's good. That's why back in the day, like I don't know if I would say like back in the 80s or 90s or whatever, early 90s, it's like, man, the music was so good. Even though it was chiptune, it was still really good.
The 80s and the early 90s was when our society was at its most creative. And then it feels like the 2000s, people just kind of upgraded the technology that already existed. Computers became smaller. You could have computers on your phone. And it was still a creative time, but I mean, the pioneers were in the 80s and the 90s. Oops. And then they just found ways to make technology smaller, you know? So... It's not quite the same. Everybody had like such crazy expressions and art was just everywhere.
Yeah.
People were also really nice to each other too, which is not something
it was like a unwritten rule that you should be kind to people. That is something, oh my gosh, Luke, that's something I noticed going through schools, because, you know, you and I were probably part of the last generation of like a certain age of young adults going through school, because like after my generation, things got really weird. Like even the last couple years behind me, like just like students and like young people in general just acted really different.
Yep.
But like my generation, like we remembered like everything. We remembered the NES. We remembered, you know, just the invention of computers. We knew, like we were there. It was so awesome. But yeah, like I just remember like when I was really little, and you know, part of my grade in school, part of what would say my teacher would say I was a good person was that whether I was kind. And then sometime during that, during school, it changed and they didn't care anymore. Yeah. Kindness didn't matter.
I think it was by college. I don't know.
No, I remember it was before 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
There was a complete change.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really weird. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into something weird, but...
No, you're fine.
They changed the curriculum and stuff during, like, my high school years, so that, number one, they changed all of the history books and everything completely. They actually rewrote everything, and then...
Oh, yeah, the new textbooks that were being...
Yeah, I remember my English and all my science books and everything were completely rewritten to say like completely different versions of events. And then after that, like before, when teachers used to be like, oh, you need to be kind, otherwise you're not going to get a good grade, they never said that anymore. It wasn't part of the grade. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Because I think like in Japan, it's still important to be kind and actually treat people with respect. That's like
it's part of their upbringing. Like
yeah.
they have like home ec that's not a what do they call it, an elective or something. It's a requirement. Like you have to have certain baking things, and you have to know how to basically survive in the world. And you know, they also have to know multiple languages too, like English and Japanese and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
It's mandatory. It's not like, oh, okay, you might be able to do this.
Now we have Duolingo for that.
Duolingo.
It's free. You can learn languages for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, people seem to keep forgetting that this game is not made by Yacht Club, though.
I know.
This is made by one man, which you guys saw at the beginning of the name of his studio, which really fits with the style of this game. He made like this really creepy mechanical face.
Yeah, it's made by
Mechanical Head Studios.
Yeah. So yeah, like he made the game, like we were trying to explain before, like he was making the entire game on his own, and
piece by piece.
Yep, piece by piece. You know, like everything that you see here, like was made by him, and then basically Yacht Club saw that he was working on that, and just kind of took him under their wing, and was working with him, but at the same time he was still doing it all on his own.
Yep.
And then they helped get the game to the Switch for him.
Yep, I got it to the Switch because originally, if I remember correctly, when he talked about this game, he said his target was he would love to get it on the Nintendo because, he grew up with the Nintendo, the 8-bit era and stuff like that. It's one of his key influences. You can see so many different things from Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man, and on, like the 8-bit platform games. Like, it's right there. But I still would argue with people that he is heavily inspired by Ninja Gaiden. I vaguely remember him talking about it too, because if you look, if you look at the character, how he's running, and the way that he swings his sword, and the size of the sprite, it is Ryu, more or less.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, the difficulty of Ninja Gaiden does not live on in the year 2021 because of that brilliant checkpoint system, which without it, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably be biting my lip quite a bit and twisting the controller. But I know I have kind of like this little safety net where when I die, I'm gonna be transported back to a pretty fair checkpoint.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, so the creator of this game is Aarne Hunziker.
Yep.
And it's one guy. So, like, everything you see, like, basically probably the coding of how the character moves, the storyboard, the idea for the story, the plot,
everything.
The characters.
Except for the music.
All the coding of the game and exactly. And except for the music was made by one guy as well, so.
Yeah, a couple years ago, I think in 2019, he said this was supposed to come out on Steam. It never did. And then select people last year got a demo of some sort, like to play it on PC.
Yep.
And then I believe it was in December or November of last year is when Yacht Club made the announcement that the game was coming out to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 and Xbox and things like that. Like it was going to actually hit consoles. And this year, if I'm not mistaken, this was supposed to be the year of Shovel Knight 2, or the 16-bit version of Shovel Knight. I forgot the name of what the game is, but that's supposed to be coming out this year as well.
I'm actually on like a site talking about how this game was created. Basically, he kept talking about his development of the game on Twitter.
Yep. And
Yacht Club reached out to them and said, maybe you can join our little family. Although
I can totally see Sean doing that. That's classic Sean.
Says most of the development was still handled by Hunziker. The music was all composed by Enrique Martin.
Yep.
And produced by Jake Kaufman.
Which is Vert.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. That's Vert. Okay. It says, but Yacht Club did end up publishing the game And the only other thing they did besides publishing it was just give feedback, like design feedback, like tips and stuff like that. Just like kind of almost like an editing thing, like looking at it and giving them idea.
Whoa.
Think of like how I used to help Luke on his like Retro Mondays and stuff, where he'd read me the script and we would like discuss it. But Luke would always write all the Retro Mondays. I would just give feedback.
He was inspired by Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the Super Nintendo.
You know it?
This like level where the laser is coming in and your character has to duck and wait for the laser to disappear while enemies get destroyed by the laser. That is totally the Super Nintendo Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game.
This would be such a great level if you were inside a Death Star or something.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I was actually kind of thinking Star Wars related because of all the garbage and stuff.
Yeah, around. Trash compactor.
Also, the trash compactor that Shredder fell into. Like, so, I'm getting so many different nostalgia things, and I'd be curious. I'd love to sit down with him or interview him, like, you know, through Discord or Zoom or something like that.
Yeah, that would be so
because
cool.
I would just love to pick his brain and find out, like, where some of these ideas came from, if they were influenced by certain video games from his childhood or...
Luke,
you know.
That would be a great idea. Like, that would be such a cool new direction for your channel, because when you first started out on YouTube and maybe you had, like, eventually 100,000 subscribers, now you have 500,000 on one channel, and... Like,
we have 500,000.
We have 500.
300,000 on the other.
Yeah, so it's like you'd probably have a lot better chance of getting a developer to sit down and talk about it. I'm kind of taking
a break with the 01 channel until Gotham Knights comes out this year.
I would love to see you do developer interviews, because you just love games and you appreciate how much work that goes into them. Like, I just remember you always at PAX talking to people for a long time after the interview, and them, like, explaining to us, like, every detail it took. Like, you would be like, well, how did you get this to look like this? And they would sit there, their eyes all, like, wide and excited, and they would sit there and explain to us. It was so cool, because
You're talking about Yacht Club.
Yacht Club, but also there was a couple others too that were like that.
Jules.
Yeah, a lot. There was there was those two really young 20-year-old guys. There was a bunch of people that were like that. But yeah, Jules, Yacht Club, that one Saturday morning cartoon development team that they did that Saturday morning cartoon game or something like that. I don't know, just like a lot of different people. We talked to that guy that did that really interesting game with a little square person. We've gone over a lot of different, like...
I like indie developers a lot. I like the big publishers, but there's just something so real about talking to the indie people, because you don't have to go through a PR agency. You're like literally talking to the architect of the game, and it's just so fun. Like, usually when you talk to you know, other people, it's just PR questioning.
Hi, I have a new voice chip. I've been tinkering with the service stuff. Some of them need a jolt of essence in order to work properly.
Okay.
I partially filled this one, but you'll need to pay the rest.
I think that voice works.
Once you brought a function online, it stays on and can be used repeatedly. Why? Is there something different about my voice today?
I like it. I think because it's a tiny robot, I think it fits.
Okay.
All right, so we've got spirit recovery, blade synthesis, and automatic repair?
Okay. No, I remember, I just remember so many teams of people that we talked to. Just like, I could just name so many people. Robot Loves Chicken, those people that made Tokitori, everybody.
I thought it was Robot Loves Cat.
Oh, wait.
Robot
Loves Kitty.
Yeah.
Kitten, yeah, Kitty. Kitty loves Robot, something like that. No, I remember, like, talking to these two guys, and I can't remember the game that they did. But it was like, No. This was like an RPG thing that we never ended up covering. But we interviewed them about it.
The Game Boy RPG thing?
I don't know. It was possible. But I just remember, like, talking to the two of them, and I was like, so how many more people were working on this huge game? And, like, they just, like, looked at each other. They're like, It was us. Like, I was like, you guys did the whole thing. I think that was one of the first indie developers that we talked to. I had never done it before. You had talked to a lot of indie developers. I was just so shocked that they had done the whole game on their own. Like, I couldn't even imagine.
Yep, the rise of indie developers. There we go. That was so cool, like, to see that happen in the game industry.
Well, I mean, just me taking a small little bit of, you know, a year of graphic and web design, stuff like that. Like, I know that it's so frustrating to put the code in and then make an image and put that image in for the web page for every single, like, little tiny place of a web page. I mean, I cannot even imagine doing that for a video game. You know, I have to sit there and draw the character, then input the code, then put the picture into the game. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's insane.
That thing's alive!
The amount of work that goes into it.
Everything is alive in this game. Like, the alien vibe is just really creepy.
It's like, what do they call it? The kind of technology, like, there's this huge thing. I think they talked about it, like, in Star Trek a lot. Like, I think it's like the Borg or something like that, where it's kind of like, instead of
synthetic life?
Synthetic life, yeah, exactly. So it's like organic, like, machines or synthetic life.
It's like beast machines.
Yeah, machines made out of...
Oh, is that how I get down there? Nice!
Organic stuff.
Yeah. Totally beast machines. The last season of Transformers Beast Wars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
look that up.
Both the Predacons and the Maximals ended up going back to Cybertron, but their organic and their robotic thing fused into like a new type of evolution. And instead of them being like robot and then transforming into an animal or a dinosaur, they were like this kind of Optimus Primal became literally like a living ape. Organic, techno-organic, that's what they called it. Techno-organics. And, yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't my favorite season because I feel like some of the later Beast Wars things were better. Especially when they brought in the original Autobots and Decepticons and had the Ark, like, sitting in a volcano, like, waiting to jumpstart in 1984. I thought that was really cool. Also to see how big the Transformers were in comparison to the Beast Wars Transformers. Beast Wars Transformers were like humanoid size, and the Transformers, like the Optimus Prime and Megatron, were the size of skyscrapers almost.
Yep.
Very different.
Oh wow, that's really weird. Yeah, it's so weird seeing the different versions of like Transformers and stuff. I mean, I'm always like the OG G1 Transformers.
I would love companies to take initiative, and since there's such a surge of retro style games, it would be great for them to make like brand new games based on their licensed properties, like get a Ninja Turtles game that's 8-bit again, or you know, a Transformers game, but like make it in the way that these games are made, because these guys are doing love letters to games they played when they were younger, but improving on them so they still work for today's style of gameplay.
Yeah, like make it another genre of games. Like when you have like a movie title or something, you make it like socially acceptable to make a retro game based on the movie.
Like, I'm pretty sure the reason why he included checkpoints is because the people who have beaten the original Ninja Gaiden are few and far between. I'm part of that elite group, by the way. No brag, just fact.
I feel like... oh, wow. So there were no checkpoints in the original?
There were, but not...
They were... oh, yeah, like you said, few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably had to decide between, like... Because, you know... one thing about retro games is that they were insanely hard. Mm-hmm. Like mostly all of them, and like so I feel like it's like he wanted the feel of a retro game, but it's like you have two choices. Like, first of all, people can just be like, yeah, your game is awesome, but then they rage and then nobody buys it because they're angry.
Well, you have to make it somewhat accessible today.
Yeah, but I mean, and some people don't care. Like, some developers are just like, well, if you don't buy it, you don't buy it. I'm not changing on my, I'm not going to change it. But like, then, if you're if you really want people to have a chance at playing your game.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So there's a platform. Cool.
Yeah, I had to use my shuriken on that little switch there. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, like, I would definitely think about it if I was like a game developer. Like, just think of, I feel like you have more of a chance of people getting to see your game and buying it. People are more likely to buy it if they know they can get through it further. So that's how I feel. But then, of course, you have, the old school people that basically make games, and even if the whole internet complains and says your game's too hard, they're like, well, this is my game. I have written what I have written.
It's important to have some type of challenge, but people's gameplay skills have kind of dwindled over time, and like the biggest complaint that you're going to hear from people when Ghosts and Goblins comes out, like that remake for the Switch in my birthday month, is there's going to be a lot of game journalists that are going to be raging and upset because Ghosts and Goblins is like so well known for kicking your butt and just being like a very, very difficult game. And I don't see Capcom like really making an easy mode or, trying to cater to that more casual game player.
Yeah.
They're going to cater to the gamers that love their game. So if you water it down too much, it'll lose that insane charm that Ghosts and Goblins is so well renowned for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard to say. And if you make a game where you have two different modes, like easy mode and hard mode, then it gets kind of frustrating because if you play hard mode and, you have no checkpoints or you have hardly any life and it's insane.
Oops.
Then, you're challenging yourself, but hardly any reward because you can't be like, oh, I beat this game, because other people in easy mode will be like, oh yeah, I did too. And it's like, well, you didn't beat it the way I did.
Like this game, for instance, as far as I know, there is no difficulty mode. Like, it all comes down to doing your best to memorize the level layout, like Ninja Gaiden. Although this game is a little bit more forgiving on enemy spawning. Whereas the original NES Ninja Gaiden games, if you go off screen just a little bit, then the enemies come back. Yeah.
Didn't they do that for Castlevania a lot too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking there is some Castlevania and Metroid references in this game too. For instance, I forgot to mention this yesterday, but when you get your power up and that thing is floating above your head, it feels very reminiscent to when Simon Belmont would defeat a monster and there would be that orb floating, and then when you pick it up, then you could move on to the next level. But there are also some other games that do that too, like some classic 8-bit style games. Kickmaster comes to mind as well as one of those, which was basically like a Castlevania slash Ninja Gaiden clone.
Yeah, I definitely, that name definitely sounds familiar. So
I always wanted to do a theme of that with Chris.
Oh yeah.
I believe I talked to him about it in the past, but it's like I don't know how well I would do playing anymore. It's got to be at least 5 or 6 years since I played.
Well, you can pick it up. I didn't play my violin for years, and I picked that back up.
I know, but you don't. I'm not saying I don't have the talent for it. How is my body going to handle it? Because I have a lot of issues with my ribs and stuff. That it really, even the times that I recorded those awesome covers with Chris, I was in a lot of pain.
Well, you know what? I've been looking into nutrition. I think I have things that can help you heal, so...
I think you should become a nutritionist. I think you'd be very good at it.
Maybe I should.
I have no idea how to get up there, but they've got little blue thingies up there. I
found out that nutritionists are different than dietitians. Did you know that people that actually work in a hospital to actually help sick people recover with nutrition are not called nutritionists? They're called dietitians.
Oh.
Nutritionists are actually people that help people with sports medicine and things like that.
So you would want to be a dietitian then?
Yeah, I would, because I would want to help people that are really sick. Like people that are in sports and stuff, they are already pretty healthy. They don't really need, like, it's not the healthy that need the doctor, but the sick that do.
I agree.
That's what my grandfather always said. That's why he went to China and helped people there, because he said that people that need help are the ones that, you know, people that really need it are the ones that need it the most. I don't know. Like he would go to farming communities and stuff like that. Because doctors are supposed to help people. But yeah, I would want to... But nutritionist sounds cooler.
Oh.
But I feel like dietitian is actually a better job.
Yep.
Because you're actually helping people that are sick. Yeah, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just telling you, if you end up picking up this game, guys and gals, just know that you're going to die a lot. But just be thankful for the checkpoint. Because I'm not upset at all. Like, if I don't think I could do an LP of Ninja Gaiden. When I recorded that thing for my review show back in the day when I first started YouTube, like, I wasn't even around Amber when I recorded it. Like, I played through Ninja Gaiden by myself and recorded it with my terrible quality stuff I had back then.
You played through Ninja Gaiden what year? I
did the trilogy. I went through all 3 of them, like, hardcore.
Oh my god.
It would have been now almost 13 or 14 years ago.
And you did it for a review, or?
Yeah, I did it for my,
Wow.
I did it for my YouTube channel. Wait, I don't know if it was 14 years ago. What year was 2007? Like, how long ago was that?
Oh my gosh, Luke. It's like more than, it's like 13 years ago.
Okay.
Or almost 14 years ago.
Yep, that's when I did that. Pretty sure. Maybe I did it in 2000. I think I did it in 07. Pretty sure. That was, one of the last years that I really recorded a lot of, like, retro stuff. And then I kind of went toward playing more current games. Hey, why did you do that? Okay, I think...
It's too hard.
No.
This is impossible.
See that laser up there? He's shooting the falling rock things. So you need to kill him, and then we can easily just walk up here. So now you just have to remember to go over here. You have to... Ninja Gaiden's all about memorizing the pattern and not getting killed by obstacles, so...
Yeah.
There you go, see? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about retro games, and I think why it gives you such a great accomplishment...
The keepers of balance, the servants of Eternal Dragon, our ancient clan. What is that? Little person's spirit?
I guess so.
Kind of creepy. Defeated by those we trusted, betrayed by one of our own. Am I gonna get power or something? What set this in motion, and how could we have not foreseen it? That's a good question. I don't know. You didn't have Splinter's ability to visit his sons in fire, so you couldn't see stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, this guy
Scrambler.
means business. The Scrambler. Sounds like a carnival ride.
Whoa! Yeah, it does.
Or some eggs.
Alright, he's got a pattern right now, and then... Oh! Okay, never mind, he changed it. There we go.
The Shredder and the Scrambler work together to make you hash browns and eggs for breakfast.
I guess. Actually, this guy's not too tough. I mean, you know that you have to move away when he pounds the ground like that, because the dirt's gonna hurt you. Okay, that's new. He changed his attack pattern now.
He's souped up Bumblebee.
It almost looks like he's shooting eggs at us.
Yeah, the Scrambler.
Later. Whoa! Another form!
You have yet to see my final form.
Wow, he's tiny. Alright, you're done, dude. Bye. Oh, look at it, it's a little tiny guy.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
that was weird.
Where are you going? Well, I mean, the red guy ran away from us, too, so... Oh, is this gonna be another dead ninja? Tired of the dead ninjas. It's kind of creepy. Yep. The reactor explosion killed most of our clan, and the rest were captured by synthetics. Okay.
Oh, no.
I feel bad. They drained me of my power to enhance their own. Yeah, you don't look so good.
That's messed up, dude.
Our master must be freed before all is lost. Okay, why don't you get up, buddy? Let's go for... Oh, nope, he's dead.
No! Little buddy!
Yeah, that's totally Castlevania. Rise to the challenge.
Yeah!
Wow, we have firepower now. Down
Ooh.
and attack. So, down and attack. Oh, there we go.
Your ninja outfit looks really cool.
Actually, if you use amiibos, you can change the color of your ninja outfit. So,
Oh, wow!
yeah, if we use our Shovel Knight amiibo, it'll be kind of cool. I don't know where Shovel Knight amiibo is.
Finally, a moment to breathe. All right, it's time to fill you in on everything.
Say what? Fill me in on what?
Sorry, my voice got different. I hope it's okay. When you get to Mekacity, you'll notice things have changed, and not for the better. Let me bring you up to speed.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do.
Okay.
You knew.
Oh, do you want to do narrator?
Narrator, you knew Dr. Progen as the greatest mind in Mekacity. He looks like Dr. White. He built a machine capable of self-sustained autonomous function. Yeah, words. A synthetic humanoid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought I was the narrator at this point.
This is your past self.
Fine. I had a different voice chip then.
They served as laborers, police, domestic servants, you name it. Never let robots take over for humans. It always ends badly. Does nobody know what Skynet is? Mekacity was safe and prosperous. Our clan found new purpose in upholding this peace. Hi, Zelda. Our commitment was total. Missions to dispose of malfunctions and synthetics were conducted in secret. One day, our master got injured in a freak accident. She was left clinging to life. I know, Zelda, it's terrible. Dr. Progen grew increasingly desperate to save our master. Okay. There were all kinds of rumors, strange experiments, disappearances. Without her, our clan began to drift apart. He's got stuff coming out of him like Dr. Octopus. And then the explosion! It leveled the whole city. Da-da-da. So that was where our ninja guy got wiped out. In the wake of destruction, all the machines went berserk.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually a cool looking picture.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah. As for Dr. Progen, driven mad with desperation, he became something else entirely.
Whoa, what's going on?
He got abs. He's been tearing through Mekacity, hunting down survivors with his synthetic army. The situation is grave. Oh, there's the red guy we fought.
We were barely able to find and save you in time. But all that matters now is finding and releasing our master.
That's kind of funny. I like that.
If you fail Mekacity, you will only be the beginning. The destruction will keep spreading.
Okay. Little robot friend. I guess that's everything he had to tell us.
Yep.
Okay, bye, little buddy.
Goodbye.
On to the next world. So,
Hey, it's Luke's idea that I would do the little kid voice as a robot.
I like the little kid voice.
Okay.
I think it makes the character.
All right. Well, thank you.
Wait, we're in the next place now, I think. Which means, yeah, if we're in the next place, that should be it for today. Because I like to do these chapter by chapter. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right. Well, that was fun. So we have a firepower and the shuriken abilities now. I wonder what kind of new power we're going to get today.
Ooh.
Like for our next episode.
Jello power.
Cello power. All right,
Yeah.
so anyway, guys and gals, that's going to do it for today's exciting episode of Cyber Shadow. Thanks so much for watching.
Yeah.
In the comment section below, tell us your favorite ninja video game character and why they're your favorite.
Awesome.
And we'll see you later today with more of our other series, Ryza 2, which is a RPG featuring a female lead, and it's a lot of fun. We also have an awesome live stream later tonight around 8 or 9, so don't miss that. And check out Cyber Shadow if you haven't already. It's on Switch, PS4, Xbox, and Steam. God bless and happy gaming.
See